everybody. It's Heidi, Yoga Body and Soul. This lovely Friday morning. This is a beginner flow class, so we'll take it nice and easy, gentle flowing, learning the Sun Salutations. I'm not sure where you're joining me from, but here it is beautiful, sunny, and warm today, so no more rain for a little bit. So hopefully wherever you are is also beautiful, and I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. We'll go ahead and get started here. So come to a cross-legged position on the floor, sitting tall, back's nice and straight. Stack the shoulders over the hips. Drop the chin slightly, close the eyes. Hands will rest on the knees. Reaching the top of the head up towards the ceiling. We're just going to breathe through the nose and start to slow the breath down a little, start to deepen the breath. Take notice of the body. Notice any areas of tension, maybe any areas of stress you're holding on to some stuff. Maybe the hips, the back, the shoulders, jaw. On every exhale, just consciously try to release that tension towards the floor. Give it up, let it go. If you're having any thoughts, any worries, starting to make a to-do list, bring the focus to the breath. Follow each inhale as it fills up the belly, fills up the lungs. And then notice each exhale as the body can relax a little bit more. All the air empties out of the body. And just keep the focus on that breath, noticing each inhale, noticing the quality of each exhale. Let the breath and the stillness of the body start to pull the focus inward, start to quiet the mind, relax the body. So as we get started on our practice, we're a little more focused on the here and now and what we're going to be practicing on the mat. Last breath here. All right, we're going to link some movement with the breath. So we're going to inhale, reach those arms out nice and wide to the sides, bringing them up above the head, hands coming together if they can. And then exhale, sweep them back down. Inhale, sweep them up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one, sweep them nice and tall. And exhale back down. Just rest the hands on the knees. Inhale here at center. Exhale, drop the chin towards the chest, and we're going to hold it here. Inhale to center. And then exhale, we're going to drop the head down to the right side so that right ear is coming towards the right shoulder, and we'll hold it here. If you want a little bit of an extended stretch, you can reach that left hand towards the floor on the left side. And that stretch will get a little bit more into the top of the shoulder, into the upper arm. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, we're going to drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Just dropping that head down to the left. And for that extended stretch, just reaching that right hand out to the right side on the floor. Inhale back to center. And on the exhale, we're going to twist the body to the right. That left hand's going to grab that right knee, looking behind you as much as you can. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Keeping the torso nice and tall. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. And exhale, last one to the left. Inhale back to center. And then on the exhale, we're going to come to hands and knees for cat-cow pose. Knees are hip width apart directly under the hips. Tops of the feet are on the floor, hip width apart. Hands are shoulder width apart. Wrists are under the shoulders. Spread the fingers wide. And on our inhale, we're going to drop the belly. Lift the head and tailbone towards the ceiling. And then on the exhale, we're going to round the back up, bringing that belly button towards the ceiling, chin towards the chest. Again, inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the back up towards the ceiling. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the back. Really pushing all that air out of the body. Inhale, belly drops, look up. Exhale, round the back up. Last one, inhale, belly drops, look up. Exhale, round the back towards the ceiling. And come to a flat back. We're going to inhale here. Exhales will be on all fours. Then we're going to inhale, we're going to reach the right arm, left leg out, trying to keep them parallel to the floor. Exhale, bring them down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, down. And last one, left arm, right leg. Exhale, down. From here, you're going to curl the toes under. We're going to lift the hips, straightening the legs, coming to down dog, just for a few breaths. Maybe bend the knees, straighten the legs, or do one leg at a time, just to start to warm up the hamstrings here. All right, and we're going to walk the feet, just little steps all the way up to the hands into an easy forward fold. Knees are bent, torso's hanging down, grab your elbows. Maybe even sway a little here to get into the hips. Drop the arms down, let the hands hang down. And then slowly, with the knees bent, we're going to start to roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders and head coming up last, up to standing. Step the right foot back. So you have a decently wide stance, nothing too extreme. Sides of the feet are parallel to the edge of the mat. We're going to fold down, bring the hands to the floor, and you want the back relatively straight. So just walk the hands out as much as you need to feel comfortable. Knees can be bent here if you need to. We're going to get a little twist in. So inhale, reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. And if that's too much, you can always bring the right hand to the hip and just bring that right side up towards the ceiling. Exhale, down. Inhale, left arm up or left hand to the hip. Exhale, down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, down. And last one, left arm up. Exhale, down. And from here, just come back up to standing. We're going to come to the front of the mat, into mountain. So concentrate on grounding the feet into the floor. Making sure the balls of the feet, the arches, the heels are all pressing down. Finding as much of the foot touching the floor as you can. Spreading the toes, standing tall. Dropping that tailbone down just slightly towards the floor. Arms are by your sides, reaching the fingertips towards the floor. Relax the shoulders, Reach the top of the head up towards the ceiling. Close the eyes and we'll breathe here. Maybe on each inhale you can pull everything up towards the ceiling just a little bit so you feel like you're reaching towards the sky. And the exhales, and let everything settle towards the floor. Drop the shoulders, reach the fingertips, ground those feet. We'll add some movement here. So inhale, we're going to sweep those arms nice and tall. Hands coming together if that's comfortable. Exhale, sweep them back down. Inhale, sweep them up. And look up to the hands if that feels good. Exhale, sweep them down. Inhale, sweep them up. Reach tall. Exhale, back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And last one, inhale up. Exhale back down. Bring the hands, prayer position, to the heart. A couple of deep breaths here. All right, we'll add a forward fold. So inhale, sweep those arms nice and tall. Exhale, fold down. Knees can be bent as much as you need. Just really try to drop the head towards the floor. Press the belly towards the thighs. And if you have blocks at home or books, you can always use those to just place the hands on so you don't have to try to let them hang towards the floor. Or you can place the hands on the shins or even the knees or the thighs if that feels better. Inhale, we're going to sweep the torso and the arms all the way up, nice and tall. Exhale, hands come to prayer position at the heart. Inhale, sweep them up. Reach. Exhale, fold all the way down. Once again, knees can be bent as much as you need. We'll get a little movement here. So maybe bend the knees quite a bit, almost like you're going to sit down, straightening the legs back up. And just do this a few times, get some movement in those hamstrings. All right, inhale, we're going to sweep the torso and arms back up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Breathe here for a few breaths. Noticing the body, noticing if the heart is sped up, the heart rate sped up a little bit, the body's starting to get warm. All right, inhale, sweep them up nice and tall. Exhale, fold down. Remember to protect your body as much as you need to, so bending the knees to wherever you feel comfortable is a good idea. From here, we're going to get a little bit of a twist. So even if your hands are on your legs helping to, if you can't reach the floor, just start to turn the torso, the head to the right side of the body. If your fingers are on the floor, you can walk the hands over the outside of that right foot. And still in this forward fold, just notice the twist. Slowly come back to center. And then we're going to twist to the left. So even if it's just the torso, walking the hands out to that outside of the left foot. Notice where you feel the stretch. Walk the hands back, come back to center. Inhale, we're going to reach all the way up, sweep it up, nice and tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. All right, we're going to add our half lift. So inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, we're going to lift the chest halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Hang out in this forward fold for a second. Let the body's a little more warmed up. Maybe play with just straightening the legs a little bit more. Inhale, bring the chest up halfway again. Hands can rest on the thighs or the knees or the shins. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. We'll hold it here. Focus on the breath. All right. We'll flow a little here and then we'll move to the floor. So inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, offer the heart halfway up. Exhale, fold down. From here, we're going to step into plank. So take as many steps as you need, or you can take 2 big steps back. The body is long. You're up on your toes. Feet are hip width apart. Sending the tailbone towards the feet. Squeezing the abs up. Spread the shoulders wide. Wrists are under the shoulders. Spread the fingers. And then bring the knees to the floor. So you're maintaining the upper body in plank, just taking a little bit of the pressure off the body. Breathing through the nose, nice and deep. Straighten the legs, you're up on the toes again, full plank. And drop to the knees again. One more time. Straighten the legs. Squeezing those abs up. Feel the strength required for this one. And then bring the knees back down. We're going to do a little side plank. So bring the knees under the hips, just like in our tabletop position. Tops of the feet are on the floor. And we're going to leave this right hand on the floor. And we're going to bring that bottom of the right leg out to the right side. So you're still on your knee, you're just swinging that leg out to the side. And then you're going to open that left side up. So that left leg back there is straight, foot to the floor. And then just bring that arm up, that left arm. So you've got the shoulders stacked. And so the full pose would be to straighten both legs, which is pretty intense. So I think we'll stay here. Notice where the body stretches. Notice what needs strength here. We'll bring that left arm down. Bring that left knee back to the floor. All right, we'll do the other side. So left palm pressing into the floor. We're just going to bring the bottom of that left leg up to the left side. And as you do that, start to straighten that right leg, bringing that foot towards the end of the mat so the right leg is straight. And just opening that right side up towards the ceiling, stacking the shoulders. Feel that stretch. All right, bring that right arm down, right knee back to the floor, so you're in that tabletop position again. And we're just going to 1 foot at a time step the toes back, so the toes are curled under, sorry, and you're straightening both legs, coming into plank again. This time, bring the knees down, but also bring the chest and the belly down. We're going to work on Cobra here. So the feet are hip width apart. Move the tailbone towards the feet, hands under the shoulders, elbows remain tucked in by the body. This first round, inhale, we're just going to bring the head and the chest up and even lift the hands off the floor. So you're engaging that upper back. Make sure you breathe. And then slowly come down. Rest the forehead down and just relax the body. All right, round number 2. So engage the body again. Make sure those elbows are pressed into the side of the body, hands under the shoulders. This time, as you inhale, bringing the head and chest up, maybe you start to bring the belly up a little bit. If you want to just do what we did in the last round, you can do that again. Elbows are bent and you're squeezing those shoulder blades back behind you. Find the breath. And slowly come down. Relax everything to the floor. All right, last one. So prepare the body here, elbows tucked in, tailbone move towards the feet. Inhale, head, chest, belly come up. Maybe come up a little bit higher if the body feels like it this morning. Elbows are bent, squeezing the shoulder blades. Protect the lower back with setting that tailbone towards the feet. Last breath, inhale. Exhale. And then slowly come down. Just relax the body. Now from Cobra, when we flow in the Sun Salutation, you can either push up, so curl the toes under, push the body up to plank here, or from the belly you can just come to tabletop, hands and knees. So you can decide when we flow here in just a few. But right now, curl those toes under, and we're going to come into down dog. So lifting the hips high towards the ceiling, pushing the floor away, straightening the legs, then come back down to the knees. Tabletop position here, and we'll do puppy dog to get the upper body stretched out a little bit and to kind of get the feel for what this feels like when you're in the full pose. So just walk the hands out in front of you, still shoulder width apart, and just start to drop the belly down, chest down towards the floor, keeping the hips above the knees. So the ears will come between the upper arms here, and you can feel that stretch in the underarms, in the shoulders, in the back. And then just slowly start to come up, walking the hands back under the shoulders into tabletop. So try to find that upper body position if you can, or at least work towards it when we're in full down dog. Curl those toes under, straightening the legs, lifting the hips. And just move the feet a little until you find a comfortable position. Fingers are spread wide. Try to find that upper body positioning with the ears between the upper arms. The knees can be bent. We're just trying to release all that tension out in the back of the legs. Bring the heels towards the floor. And then bring the knees to the floor, back to tabletop. A few breaths here. One more time. So lift those hips, straighten the legs. Bring the body to down dog. Good overall stretch here. Gets into the hips and the hamstrings and the shoulders and the back. And come back to the knees. All right, one more time down dog just so we can move up to standing. So press the hips high. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to just walk the feet, little steps all the way to the hands into a forward fold, bending the knees if you need to. Breathe here. Inhale, offer the heart halfway up. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Breathe here. Take notice of the body again. Maybe if the heart rate is a little faster than before. Feeling where the body has been stretched out, where muscles have been strengthened. All right, we'll flow a few times. So inhale, sweep those arms high. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, offer the heart up. Exhale, fold down. Take as many steps as you need to come into plank. Find your plank. You're up on your toes, sending the tailbone towards the feet, wrists under the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, bring the knees, chest, and belly down all the way to the floor. Hands are under the shoulders, elbows tucked in. Inhale, come up to cobra, just as high as feels comfortable. Exhale, we're going to either come to the knees or come to plank. And then we'll come to down dog. Deep breaths through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Walk the feet up to the hands, forward fold. Inhale, offer the heart up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Another round. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Reach tall. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, offer the heart up. Exhale, fold down and step your way back to plank. Find your plank, spread the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, belly, come to the floor. Elbows tucked in. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, come to plank or tabletop. And then we're going to push it to down dog. So reaching those hips high, straightening the legs as much as you can, pushing the floor away. Inhale. Exhale. Walk the feet to the hands into that forward fold. Take a breath here. Inhale, offer the heart up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. We'll flow one more time, then we'll work on some standing poses. Inhale, sweep those arms high. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, offer the heart up. Exhale, fold down. Make your way to plank, however many steps you need. Find your plank, nice and strong. Inhale. Exhale, knees, belly, chest to the floor. Elbows tucked in, hands under the shoulders. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, either come to the knees, hands and knees, or curl the toes under plank. And then come to down dog. Reaching those hips high. Heels reaching towards the floor just as much as feels good. Inhale. Exhale, walk the feet to the hands, forward fold, breathe here. Inhale, offer the heart up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep the arms nice and tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. All right, we're gonna work on warrior one and pyramid or single leg forward bend, and then we'll do eagle. It's a twist, or sorry, it's a little twisty, but it's a balance. So for warrior one, feet are hip width apart. You're gonna keep that right foot pressed into the floor at the front of the mat, and you're gonna step the left foot straight back. So they'll still be hip width apart, then just wider. So step back, and you can play with the distance between the feet here in a minute. And that back foot is going to be angled. So pressing the foot flat to the floor, and it's just at an angle towards the front of the mat. We're going to bend that front leg. So the knee is over the ankle. Hips are square to the front. And if you need to widen that stance and move that left foot out to the left a little bit, you can. Hands can be on the hips. So torso's tall, dropping the shoulders down the back. You can bring those arms up, reaching up. Maybe squeeze the shoulders up by the ears, and then relax them down. You don't want your shoulders up by your ears. You just kind of want them relaxed in this. All right, bring those arms down, hands to the hips, and just step that left foot back up. That's a strength pose, so you'll feel that in your thighs and your glutes. All right, we're gonna do the other side. So left foot is pressing to the floor. Step that right foot straight back. And you can play with distance here, how far between the feet. That back foot is pressed to the floor and at an angle. So instead of being parallel to the back of the mat, it's at an angle here. Big toe reaching towards the front of the mat. Bend that front leg, knee over the ankle. And you can move that right foot out to the right if you need to, but you want those hips square to the front. Hands on the hips here. Reach those arms up. Remember to relax the shoulders. Reach those hands back down, hands to the hips, and just step that foot back to the front of the mat. All right, we'll do that again. We'll come into warrior one, and then we'll come into the single leg forward bend or pyramid. So right foot presses to the floor. Step that left foot back. Remember to have that foot at an angle. Hips are square to the front. Bend the front leg. Reach up with the arms. Relax the shoulders. Sink the hips. We're going to straighten that front leg here. And from here, just reach down to a forward fold. So if it feels better, you can bring those hands to the thigh. You can bring them to the shin or to the floor. And there's always, if you have blocks or books, you can always bring the hands to a block. We're just kind of isolating that right leg, getting a nice big hamstring stretch here. So only come down as far as feels comfortable. Bend that front leg, and then just sweep those arms up to warrior one. All right, hands down to the hips. Step the left foot back up to mountain. All right, left foot's pressing to the floor. Step that right foot back again at an angle. Hips are square to the front, remember. Bend that front leg. Hands on the hips to start. Reach those arms up. Relaxing the shoulders. And we're going to straighten that front leg, so both legs are straight. We're just going to start to fold down over that front leg. And remember, the hands can come to the thigh or the shin, hands to the floor, or if you have a block handy. And just fold down into this one. Feel that increased stretch on that left leg. Bend that front leg. And then we're going to reach those arms up, coming up warrior one again. Bring the hands down to the hips. Step up to the front of the mat. All right, we're going to do eagle. So this one's a little bit of a pretzel-y balance. Right foot pressing into the floor. You're going to wrap the left leg around, but if you just need to bring the ankle to the knee, kind of like the number 4, you can do that. If you want to try to wrap that top leg around, and you're trying to wrap the foot around the calf, which I can't quite do. So, all right. So now the right arm is going to cross over the left. We're trying to kind of wrap those hands or arms around, hands coming together. So if you just want to cross the arms, that's fine. And then just kind of sit down in this as you reach those arms up. So if the arms are just crossed over, just reach them up. You can feel that stretch in the lower back. Maybe even just come into a hug position. It's just to stretch those shoulders. Come up, unwind. We'll do the other side. A lot going on in that pose. Left foot presses to the floor. And you can either bring that right ankle to the knee or wrap the leg around as much as you can. Left arm over the right. And like I said, you can either come into that hug position or wrap the arms around so the palms come together. And just sit down a little bit into it and pull those arms up and away. And feel that stretch in the shoulders. Breathe. Unwind. Come back up to standing. Maybe shake the body out a little bit. All right, we'll flow for a second and come to some seated postures. Stand nice and tall on mountain, reaching the fingertips down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, offer the heart up. Exhale, fold down. Make your way back to plank, however many steps you need. Find your plank. Inhale. Exhale. Come all the way down to the belly. Elbows tucked in. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, bring the belly down. And then come to the hands and knees and tabletop. And from here, we're going to come into child's pose. So widen the knees out so they touch the edges of the mat. Big toes are touching behind you. And you're going to start to sit the tush down towards the feet, dropping the belly down, chest down, reaching the arms above the head. And you can always bring the forehead to a block if that feels better. And you can always fold your arms so the forearms are resting together, and just rest your head on that. Start to let the body melt towards the floor here. Release any tension from the flowing that we did. Slowly come back to the hands and knees. We're going to come into a seated position. We're going to come into staff pose. Legs are out in front of you. Legs and feet are together. Toes are reaching towards the ceiling. Back is nice and tall. Hands by the sides. Remember, this was a good one to practice maybe when you're watching TV. You can sit on the floor, sitting maybe even up against the front of your couch. Just works on the posture. All right, we're going to do a seated forward fold. So bring the hands to the thighs, still sitting nice and tall. Inhale, lengthen the torso up. And exhale, start to walk the hands down the legs, that belly, and just bring the torso to follow. So that belly's pressing towards the thighs, chest coming towards the knees. Keeping the back relatively flat here. Reaching out with the hands to wherever on the legs they feel comfortable. Just coming into this forward fold. Stretching the hamstrings, stretching through the lower back. And maybe on these last few breaths, rounding the upper back, bringing the chin towards the chest. Noticing the stretch in the upper back now. And then slowly walk the hands back to the thighs, bringing the torso up. E-stretch posture. So hands are going to be behind you about 10 inches or so. Fingertips pointing towards the feet. Fingers spread wide. And from here, you can either just lift that chest towards the ceiling, squeezing the shoulder blades together. If you want to come into the full pose, you're going to lift the hips up, toes coming towards the floor. Chin can be towards the chest, head dropped all the way back, or anywhere in between that feels good for the neck. And slowly come back down to that staff position. We're going to come to a wide leg position here, straddle stretch. Knees and toes, make sure they're trying to face the ceiling the whole time. Sitting tall, and you can always place a rolled up blanket under the tush to help sit a little taller. All right. Inhale, we're going to sit tall, reach up. And then on the exhale, we're just going to start to walk the hands out, just like we did before, bringing the belly down. Bring the chest down, and just wherever you feel that inner thigh stretch, just stop there, keeping the back flat. So it may not be very far, and it doesn't feel like you're doing much, but as long as you feel that inner thigh stretch, then you're definitely stretching the body. After a few breaths, if you feel like maybe playing with your edge here, coming down just a little bit farther, you can. And then just start to walk the hands back, bringing the torso up. Slowly bring those legs in to a cross-leg position. Another little counter stretch here. Hands behind you this time, fingertips pointing back to the wall behind you, palms flat to the floor, and just squeezing those shoulder blades together, lifting the chest towards the ceiling. Wherever the neck feels comfortable, you can drop the head there. All right, back to just a regular seated position. From here, we'll come onto our backs. With the feet on the floor, knees bent, start to settle those hips, settle the back to the floor, shoulders down. We're just going to bring those legs up towards the feet towards the ceiling. Just bring the legs as straight as you can. You can flex the feet, point the toes. You can even roll the ankles. Bring the knees to the chest. Reach the arms out to the sides like a T, palms touching the floor. We're just going to drop those knees down to the right side of the body. Let that bottom knee drop as close to the floor as you can. And then we're going to try to keep the left shoulder down to the floor. So if that left shoulder needs to come up a little bit, that's okay. The knees don't quite touch the floor. You can always place a block or a blanket under them to rest on. Let the body relax into the twist. Bring the knees back to center, back to the chest. Then we're going to drop the knees down to the left side of the body, dropping them towards the floor as close as you can. Remember, you can always prop them up a little bit. Right shoulder stays close to the floor. And just relax into the twist. Knees back to center, back to the chest. Really press those knees to the chest. Happy baby, let those knees drop out to the sides of the body, and you can just rest the feet together here in the middle. Or you can start to bring the feet, bottoms of the feet towards the ceiling. So you can grab the outsides of the thighs, kind of pull them towards the floor. You can grab the calves or the outsides of the feet. Just bringing those knees a little closer to the floor. All right, knees to the chest, last time. And now it's time for Shavasana, our final relaxation. So you're just going to drop the legs to the floor, feet falling open, kind of close to the edges of the mat. If that does not feel good for the lower back, you can keep the feet on the floor with the knees bent. Just make any little movements that you need to adjust the body for comfort. Arms are by the sides, palms facing up. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Tighten the legs, the tush, the abs, the hands, the arms, shoulders, even the face. Nice and tight. And then consciously release all of that tension towards the floor. Just melt down. Close the eyes. Breathe through the nose, just nice, smooth, deep breaths. And relax. Notice where you're holding any tension in the body. Maybe the hands, the jaw, shoulders, hips. And just remember on every exhale to consciously really try to release that tension down so the body is just completely relaxed. When the mind starts to race, too many thoughts, too many worries of what we have to do next. Just bring the focus to the breath, to right here, right now. Each breath in as you fill the belly, fill up the lungs, and then each breath out as all that air is released. Body sinks a little closer to the floor, relaxes just a little bit more. Just bring that awareness to the breath. Just let the rest of the world go as you lay here in this relaxation. Being right here, right now, in the moment. Breathing in, breathing out. Taking a moment to get centered for yourself. Start to bring awareness to the body. Wiggling the fingers and toes. We're slowly going to bring the knees to the chest. Roll to the right side, resting your head on your arm. Gently push up to seated. We're going to come to a cross-legged position. Sitting nice and tall, close your eyes. Hands can rest on the knees. We'll breathe here. Bring the hands prayer position to the heart center. And just take notice of the body. It might be more relaxed than when we started. Notice the mind, maybe a little quieter, a little more focused. Just feel the centeredness of the body. And just try to take that feeling with you as you go through the rest of your day. Last breath here. And you can open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for the beginner flow class. It'll be on here on Facebook from now on, and it'll be on YouTube by sometime later today. So I hope you all have a good rest of your Friday and hope you have a beautiful weekend. See ya.